Won't you be my neighbor? Hello, neighbor. My name's Isaac Ramos. I'm a software manager at Walt Disney Company. We're here in my garage. This is the lab. I just recently moved here. And yeah, I just wanted to invite you guys down here to check out the new setup. Got all my toys back out after over a year in storage. Since the last time we profiled the collection, we've moved quite a few times. We ended up moving to a smaller house, and so then the collection kind of went shrunk up a little bit and didn't have too much room for it. And then during COVID, I just really got more into riding bikes, and I think when last time you profiled me, I might have had 3 bikes in the side, and then since then I've definitely been having more fun building and collecting the bikes. Toy habits, I've been enjoying what I have and been collecting more selectively, and really more getting just a few pieces every few months or getting some small things. I recently went to Tokyo and got a bag full of new toys for a new collection that was really fun. And just, it was fun to go back to Japan with a different eye this time, and a new kind of sensibility of what I was looking for. A lot of advertising characters, definitely loving the advertising characters for collecting. It's been about maybe 12 years, a little over 12, 13 years since I had been to Japan. And I mean, life happened, definitely had children. That was the biggest thing to keep me grounded and keep me home as the kids were growing. This time I got a chance to go back to Japan for a project I'm doing called Peace Sports, which is a bicycle project, something to promote moving your body and keeping your body moving to be healthy and keep your mind healthy. And so Peace Sports has been just trying to expand it and get more the message out to more people, and especially in times like now of war, it's really an important message that I'm glad to be able to start sharing wider. So went to Japan, try to do some of the stuff that we do in Southern California and some of the stuff we do around group rides and about bringing people together around cycling, do that in Tokyo, and had a good chance to go with my friend Utah, who has a store here in Costa Mesa, that we collaborated and had a nice fun. We did a pop-up shop and a group ride, and just met a lot of people, spreading the message of ride your bike, keep your mind right, definitely. I definitely sold some toys over the last few years. I had 2 pop-up shops selling toys. Not too many on eBay, but I should definitely have some more to sell. So downsizing, not exactly, and definitely didn't downsize books. I've just been able to move them in different places and have them a little bit more organized. So now I have all my reference books in one place, my photo and art books in another place. I got collecting books and different tattoo books in one section. And the same thing with the toys. All the toys went into storage when we were between houses. And so for about a year, the toys were just away. And then I got to learn to live without books and toys. And especially now that my kids are getting older, they enjoyed not living with all the books and toys everywhere, as we've had in the previous houses. So as life changes, my kids get bigger, they want to have more share in the common space. So then by moving to a place like this where I can have a garage and a workspace, it definitely allows me to separate things a little better, organize things a little differently. What you see here is basically a part of me unpacking all those tubs out of storage. And when I unpacked the toys, I just had a chance to really organize it better and put them more into the types of either the brand or the type of collecting I was doing at this time. And so to me, it really become more of a chance to really make a photo album of certain time periods of my collecting. And then definitely these got packed up pretty quick. And so this is also a case of me trying to find new display cases that fit the spaces I have better. And so I've been scrounging on OfferUp and Craigslist and looking for cool new cases that kind of can fill the space maybe a little nicer than what I had before. So just a little more care. I would say curated definitely, and I definitely wanted to have more of a place that friends could come over and check out, kind of more a place that people could come look at the collection too, who I know who like toys. And it makes it easier to have it grouped, then people can kind of see it a little easier all at once. Although already a couple people come by have just been so overwhelmed they can barely even take it in and just be like, cool, okay, later. Can we go to the other room now? It's too much. Toy collecting and mental health. To me, after all the years of thinking about toy collecting and like why I get into it, it really comes down to just learning. And like every single thing here, I love buying it because I want to learn about it closer and like want to like really take time to understand it. Like advertising toys, by collecting these, learning about the era, learning about this deeper, learning about the Japanese toys and the manufacturing and the creation and the artists, all that just keeps your mind going in a great positive place. Mental health, I think, you know, as definitely as I get older, and I definitely see a lot of my friends and even myself suffer from some, you know, mental health issues, but definitely after COVID and during COVID with all the different like lockdowns and, you know, people really having to go inside themselves, I really thought it's important to like share, like, you know what, get outside, get out there with a purpose, get out there with a way to like showing people like here's how you can move your body and move yourself to, you know, keep your mind healthy. I saw the effects myself. I've seen it with other people. I've seen people just pick up a bike or run, hike, you know, any of that kind of stuff, just a little bit. For me personally, it's super important because it's off the computer. I'm a person, a software manager, all day long, 40 hours a week, I'm on the computer. So having something like hiking, riding the bike, taking walks, is just 100%, you know, off the computer. Taking photographs to document it, to be able to share what you're doing, of course, is one part of the technology, but very small part of the day. How do I feel about the growth of the soft vinyl and toy world since I started, you know, versus where it's at today? I mean, I like that, number one, the true good figures and characters that represent well in soft vinyl still come through. Sofubi, from its roots, still perseveres as the best. People still want a Hedora. They want that Smog Monster M1. They're still asking me, Isaac, why is the yellow more expensive than the pink? Why is it, you know, like these questions. So I do like that. Number one, you can't deny a great piece. And no matter how much things grow, how much Hong Kong makes a great vinyl, whatever it is, the great ones still persevere. And like just really cool Ultraman toys, you know, Devilman, all that stuff just really hits still. I think that to me, how it's grown, what I see of it is that we introduced the language back then and we wanted to have more people understand that language of toys, just like a comic. Like you can tell a story with just words, but you can also draw a comic. And making a comic is just a different way, but comics right now have gone and exploded and then came back together as a smaller thing. And so I think that it's similar to how comics created a language and needed people to take some time for them to understand it and then want to use it. And same thing with toys. Toys create their own language. Toys, sculpture, size, scale, material, color, all those things are a language when they come together, and it's a word, it's a statement. And so I think that it's cool that people can appreciate that at a bigger scale. I think that it's really cool that people want to have it in their home. So I mean, I'm all for it expanding and going as big as possible. I get hyped that I still try to engage with like the Creature Bazaar events. Creature Bazaar I totally back. And just going to their events makes me excited to see that there still is these hardcore collectors, the guys who get really still excited for the short run, really premium pieces. A lot of it isn't my own personal style, but in my own personal interest, because I think a lot of it is that I've already learned about that stuff. I've already gone down those roads, and so there's something of interest to me. I look at it, I can see the word, I understand it clearly. But I don't need to own it and bring it home. So a lot of that is like a much more an appreciation level. It's like when I go to the art museum, I don't need to have a Van Gogh at my house on the wall, but I really appreciate it. I don't need a Modigliani sculpture, but I really appreciate it. I love going there to see it. Same kind of thing. Yeah, check me out on Instagram. Look for Peace Sports, peacesports.org. You can find some of our products on there, but yeah, check it out. But number one thing to do is go ride your bike and go outside, or just go outside. You know, get off the computer, turn off YouTube right now, and just go outside. Am I proud of my collection? Am I proud of what I've achieved so far with collecting? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm proud of it because I want to share it. Like, so I think that like I'm not afraid to share the stuff, and like I definitely want to like get people to come check things out, or like I'm offering totally like, hey, you need reference? Come over. And so to me, that shows that, yeah, I definitely have some good pride in it, and I'm like happy to like, you know, have people come through or have a video get shot, you know, for sure. But yeah, so I think proud of it in a way that like other people can learn from it now, or that I can tell about it. Even if it's my son. My son, he's already said, Dad, don't sell your toys. I'm gonna take them. So that is like, even that alone is like super cool.